Good afternoon, everyone, and especially Marty. It's always a pleasure to evaluate your speeches because you do such a good job and your preparation appears, from my perspective, to be right on the money. I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that you both excelled on and could expand yourself on, and then I'm going to issue you one challenge. I liked, first of all, that it appeared for me that you stood for this speech because that made your hands visible and allowed you to use those hands in a way that is not so easily done when you are sitting. You used the simple gesture of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as you itemized your points on what AI can do for you. I think there was some opportunity, though, for you to expand those gestures because your hands primarily were here unless you were making that simple gesture. So search for those opportunities. Kevin would tell you that in his initial years as a Toastmaster, he actually searched for those and wrote them right into the text of his speech. So that would be a way that you could build those in until they become intrinsic for you. I loved the opening questions. I believe you said that that was feedback that you had received in the past, and you built that into the questions that you asked the AI program. But they really do draw the audience in. It grabbed my attention right from the start. The body of your speech was also very logical. I felt, though, that your conclusion, I felt that there was two conclusions, because at one point you said, let's see if I can find the words, AI is a tool, it's an ally, and you repeated the 5 points. And then you went on to talk about some other personal ways that you had used AI. I think what I would suggest to you is that you could start with those personal things. I've used AI in these ways, blah, 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 blah. And this speech was almost entirely written by an AI program. Remember that AI is a tool, it's an ally, and it can do these things for you. And are you ready to embrace ChatGPT? Thinking about ChatGPT, my inquiring mind wants to know, what does that acronym stand for? I always like to know what something stands for. Again, that's in my head, and I'm not sure if I ever heard that defined. My challenge for you relates to a phrase that I loved as you repeated it throughout. You said, "Hey, ChatGPT," and I think there was an opportunity there for you to build both a gesture and some voice in there. "Hey, ChatGPT," or something to make it stand out, because it was a great phrase. It really tied some things together. I think it could have strengthened your speech. But continue to stand, whether you're behind your computer or if you stand here in front of us. Work on those gestures and that voice, but a great speech. And I think you probably, for me anyways, alleviated some potential concerns that I would have in taking on that technology. Back to you, Nicole.